This is from the Antioch review that this just came out. And this story is called Deal with the Stinging. This was the summer of the long red tide. For nearly 3 months, the ocean turned the color of rust. Mel and I had discovered an unlocked room on campus with a big couch where we spent every single night. If our superiors, or even the other counselors, ever found us there, we'd have been fired instantly. Somehow, over the course of that summer, I developed the ability to function off only 2 or 3 hours sleep. We kept up with dozens of screaming children all day long. Whenever we had a free hour, I'd go surfing. Every night, as soon as our kids were in bed, Mel and I snuck out and met in this bizarre abandoned room with its stinky but soft couch and its half-filled trophy cases where we barely slept at all. Despite the constant physical exhaustion, this had so far been a glorious time for me. It happened early in the morning, just before we had to wake the kids. The room was so stuffy we never closed the door. At that hour of morning, low-angle sunlight shone on the top shelf of the trophy case at the far end of the room, lighting up a golden figure doing karate atop the tallest trophy. That summer, a legion of jellyfish came in on the heels of the red tide, possibly to eat the blooming algae. Big around as basketballs, you'd have to dodge them on your surfboard. During open beach, the kids hunted the jellyfish with rocks and sticks. They piled the bodies up on the sand. Then, with boogie boards, the kids took running starts and tried to slide their way across the slimy, glistening mound. I never could tell if the point was to make it across without being stung, or simply to deal with the stinging. It might have been the way we pretended to be only co-workers all day long, but Mel and I couldn't keep our hands off each other during those nights on the couch. We had sex until we were sore, which didn't help with kickball or capture the flag the next day. Even after that, we couldn't stop touching. I'd twirl her hair around my fingers or put my nose right up against her skin and breathe in her smell for minutes at a time. This was also the summer that the Army bombed the shit out of Southern California. From up the road in Camp Pendleton, the explosions shook the beach underneath our feet. Some guys might say Mel was a little on the short side, maybe even a little on the chunky side, but to me she was beautiful. She had that accent and a way of carrying herself that was 10 times sexier than all the SoCal girls, with their fake boobs and their health club stomachs. It didn't hurt that she was Australian. I daydreamed of our future, in some country I'd never been to, but which had good surf and tons of sunshine. A country called Oz for short. It happened right after we'd awoken from our short sleep. I ran my finger back and forth through her eyebrow. The couch was turned in such a way that we couldn't see the open door. But we both sensed, without any doubt, that somebody was there. For a second we froze, holding our breath, waiting to be busted, her fingers digging into the flesh of my upper arm. "Hello?" Mel's voice trembled. There was no answer. We finally sat up and had a look. Impossibly, there was no one there at all, only an empty doorway with the morning's first light shining through. "I've heard about this," I told her. "Arctic explorers sometimes feel the presence of one more traveler than they actually have with them." I thought it was cool. Mel didn't smile. "This has to stop," she said. "Seriously." "Do you mean stop leaving the door open or something?" I was shocked. "I'm not kidding," she said. "I could lose my visa." Looking back, I wonder if maybe my being so sure about our imagined future wasn't what made it disappear. I've still never been to Australia or anywhere else really. I've still never met anyone like Mel. Looking back, I wonder if it ever was both of us who needed so bad to stay up all night touching, or if that need was mine alone. That day, we pretended we were only co-workers, like always. I pretended that was okay with me for the rest of the summer. That evening, the cafeteria served those transparent rice noodles for dinner. I whispered a rumor that they were jellyfish, shredded and boiled. Some of the kids cried and lost their appetites. Some of the kids ate heartily and went back for seconds.